Alright, so we're back at the Imperial for Some Guy and John number 32, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm Guy.
I'm Adam.
Thank you.
I'm usually Niki.
Can I be John for the night?
No!
All right, fine, I'm Steven.
Randall.
Let me just start with what John wanted to say. He loved the movie. It was really good. He liked the soundtrack from the first one better, but Baby Groot made up for it in this one.
Baby Groot made up for
Baby
mine.
Groot was he was actually, we're non-spoilers first, he was actually a bigger part of the story than you would think.
Well, I mean, because Groot was sort of like the breakout character. I sort of expected a fair amount of Groot involved.
Yeah.
And he's in baby form now, so obviously it just ups the cuteness factor so much for Groot.
Yeah, but he's kind of a dick.
But
I expected him to grow so much faster. I thought he would be like an adult by the end of the damn movie.
Yeah, he was
post.
Yeah, the cutscene was...
the cutscene's really good.
Yeah, the cutscene was very
Oh,
good.
yeah,
teenage...
I am Groot.
Yeah. Oh, you could hear that.
Basically, all we'll say is that there's a very clever
There's a
little
great
post-credit
cutscene at the
thing
end.
We'll talk about that in the spoiler
involving
section.
Groot.
So should we talk about general plots?
It's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you say that much more about the plot, you kind of give a fair amount away.
Well, we could just do the basic thing.
Is there are spoilers okay?
Not yet.
Spoilers
There's
are
a spoiler
next.
section later.
The basic synopsis is only what's ever in the trailer.
Yeah, it's like Star-Lord meets his dad.
Star-Lord meets his dad.
See, I
Star-Lord.
never saw that in a trailer.
There's a trailer that he says, "I'm your dad, Peter."
I saw Groot and Rocket
with the bomb.
Detonator.
Don't push the button.
And which is basically the climax.
Yeah, and I kept waiting. I'm all that's in the movie.
It shows a lot that they can just show a scene from the climax,
right?
That
in the fucking trailer,
and you don't know.
Give anything away.
And the other scene from the trailer where Mantis does the reading of the emotions.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You have romantic love for
and
her.
I've seen it 3 times now. Never fails to get a laugh, even though we've already seen it.
Hilarious.
It's fucking hilarious. His Drax is like, "Oh, you're fucking fucked."
We can say
yeah.
Drax has pretty much all the best lines.
Drax is it's like I felt almost like from movie 1 to movie 2. It's like
totally different.
Did I? It's like. It's like I can see the progression of how he could go from one thing to this thing, but
he was just totally he was a straight man in the first one completely.
He still is, but now he's
he's found his place within the group.
Yeah, basically he's a stick in the mud who's been a stick in the mud all his life, and just suddenly was converted to the dark side.
Yeah.
But he's been in prison as far as we know for most of his life.
But now he has a sense of humor.
He doesn't really know how to be a goof.
He's basically like the Klingon.
He's a Klingon trying to be a goof.
He's
like
funny, and he doesn't realize that he's being funny, and that's what makes him so funny.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed that I kind of felt they underused him a little bit, just in the general.
He's nothing
really to do with the plot.
He's kind of just there to comic relief.
Anyway,
Let's go through the basic plot. It starts out the way you think from the trailer. You have a big battle at the beginning, and then we jump into our story. And there's a lot of story in here.
Yeah,
it's a father and son movie.
Yeah, basically.
That's about the relationship between
and also
Star-Lord and his dad, Kurt Russell.
Yeah, and also there's another subplot with who I shall always call in my head Blue Merle.
Right?
Oh,
yeah.
There's a lot.
He's Blue Merle.
He's always he's like, "Okay, what am I? You're a space alien, so I'm a hick again." Okay, just do it. Just go for it. You're an excellent actor. You got it.
I'm outer space.
Yeah.
I'm from outer space, y'all.
I'm from outer space, boy. Don't fuck with me.
Hey, listen to me play my space banjo. Wing, dang, diddle, dang, dang, and do.
But there's this whole movie is callbacks to the first movie, callbacks to this movie. I don't think anything happens in this movie that doesn't come back later.
It's like James Gunn took
nothing happens in this movie that doesn't come back later.
No, it's actually it's written really well. James Gunn clearly took his time with the script. It's like he took the first movie. It's like, okay, what are the parts that people really fucking loved and that got the most audiences? Okay, and we're just going to amp up all of those.
Yeah, and we're gonna throw really decent stories on top of it. And there's going to be nice twists because the bad guy's not the bad guy. And there's a whole bunch of everybody's not what they seem to be, which is really cool. Yeah,
I guess not the bad guy, and I won't say anything more until spoilers.
Yeah,
I think we need to go into spoilers because there's too much in this movie to not.
Yes.
Yeah.
So can I start it off?
So basically, it's like sum up. Did you like Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes.
You will like this one.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah.
Are we in spoilers now?
Yes, we are in spoilers.
Kurt Russell is the bad guy.
So I think
it gives me a lot of joy to say that.
Kurt Russell's like the Darth Vader almost.
He is totally the Darth Vader. Yeah, literally.
I sort of felt
he is the dog father.
They could have had a lot more fun playing with, like, is he good? Is he bad? What really does he want? Like,
I fully believe that he was the good guy, and I know this has got to be wrong.
It's like,
yeah.
Well, I mean, like, at first, when he's first introduced, it's like Star-Lord or Chris Pratt doesn't really know what to think, and that was done kind of good. But it's like the moment it's like there's a scene with Gamora, Thrax, and like Larva Girl, and it's like plays like it's like the composer James Gunn, whatever, is just like, all right, play the creepiest. There is evil going afoot music you can fucking compose. And so I'm like, all right, he is obviously the bad guy.
Even as you're watching, you're like, why is this movie? Why did the music get all kind of creepy and dark? Oh, fuck!
Yeah,
because he was so cool. Because like when they introduce him, he says like some deep stuff, and he's like, I gotta go take a piss, and you're like, that's Star-Lord's dad. Totally. That's totally his dad.
When Mantis is all, I need to tell you something, and she gets interrupted, I'm all, oh yeah, no.
Oh, sure.
Like everybody, spit it out real quick. Oh, he's a dick.
I think like they definitely could have had that tension, but it could have been. I feel like, I wish it was done a lot more subtly. Where it's
but there's nothing subtle about these movies, especially this one.
That's why it would have been nice.
Yes.
And then
I did like the opening dance number though.
Okay, can we talk? Let's talk about the opening dance number.
One of my favorite songs.
So in the first movie, of course, we got an opening when Star-Lord is first introduced. You hear the song.
Come and Get Your Love.
Come Get Your Love by the
Redbone.
Come Get Your Love by.
Come and Get Your Love. That's fine. We don't need to know everything.
The song Come and Get Your Love. We all know that song. Awesome dance number, awesome song, and it totally introduces the character, introduces the world.
Holy shit! I just realized.
It's Star-Lord just dancing to Come and Get Your Love.
But he grabs like a creature, and it's the same creature that Groot's beating up in the.
That's why.
Wait, you just realized that? You saw the movie 3 times?
I've had 2 hours sleep. I'm kind of fucking delirious.
Okay, so
did
in the
you
first
have,
movie,
did you have 2 hours of
and
sleep
uses
every
microphone.
time you've seen the movie?
No.
Then shame on you, guys.
And so James Gunn saw that scene and was like, okay, how can we do that even better and greater for the second one? We're gonna have the entire we're gonna have all the Guardians of the Galaxy together. They're gonna be fighting a gigantic space monster. We're not even going to focus on
the background.
In the background, it's all going to be in the background. Just the focus is going to be little baby Groot dancing to Hey There, Mr. Blue. Literally the greatest song to get stoned to ever. I stand by that. That is the greatest song to get stoned to ever. I will fight you if you disagree with me on that.
And
that
writing
is
one
such
of
a
those
great
creatures.
Song. And fighting them, and fighting, and fighting.
And stuck on
one
it,
of those little rats.
shit.
Yeah, let's just call them rats. I mean, they're space rats.
Yeah,
space rats.
They're space
It was
rats.
a
They're
Mobile Starlight
space rat kangaroos.
Yeah. Oh,
Because,
that was just great.
Yeah.
It was so amazing.
And the same thing happened every time when they did the freeze frame. He's got his leg up. You heard me? I was like, yeah, that's fucking awesome. Let's go. Yeah. And the movie. it does take some like hard left turns. Like, I hate my father. Where did this come from? Okay, that happened really quick. Keep going.
Yeah.
It's that like what was it?
Let's go.
Total whiplash.
It's whiplash.
Yeah,
but,
It's total whiplash.
but not hard whiplash. Like it just turns and it just keeps going. And you're like, okay, that happened. Keep going. Let's go.
Yeah.
But it doesn't run over itself.
Yeah. So, and then
Who wants to break down the whole movie?
Not it.
okay.
Let's take turns. So it's
Star-Lord meets his dad, and then
Wait, we got to start from the beginning.
okay. Oh yeah. So Star-Lord is hired by the Golden People to
The Sovereign.
by the
Art
Sovereign.
Deco.
the Sovereign
Deco
are
Gold Art Deco, yeah.
I'll call them Golden People.
they're just wasps. I mean, they're just they're
golden
space wasps.
Yeah.
They're the rich kids. They're the super rich. They've had everything handed to them. They're just the rich assholes.
Who have a very awesome way
No
of,
offense to any wasp.
Yeah.
fighting.
Oh, yeah.
with the
I'm
video
part
game
wasp.
simulators.
I am.
I'm Thor.
It was very Ready Player One.
Yeah.
And they straight up
vintage
said,
video game.
we hired you because we didn't want to risk any of our people on this because everybody's genetically bred to be perfect for this. And you're like,
Yes,
okay,
that's right, yeah.
these are going to be our villains because they're fucking
Oh,
assholes.
super dick. Oh, you guys are a bunch of douchebags.
Yeah.
They're good
Well, yeah,
at us.
because Rocket Raccoon doesn't know how to wink. Pretty much, everything falls apart.
And he stole the
And he
batteries.
stole,
Who
yeah.
stole what they were supposed to be protecting in the first place
It's kind of a dick
Yeah.
move.
just because he hates everybody and himself.
And what did they get paid in?
Oh, they
their
got
reward?
they got paid with Nebula
Nebula.
for
Yes.
for a bounty.
Yeah.
So they're back to bounty hunters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much the entire movie gets thrown. The bad guy basically is themselves because they decide to steal from the rich golden douchebags that has the entire fleet then coming after them.
And then
And-
Two 80s video
To
games.
80s video games.
Remember I
Yes.
told you to pay attention to the sound effects because I heard that I was like, holy shit, this is fucking
was
awesome.
so
Yeah, and-
Yeah.
and one thing I really love that they did where it's like when the gold people are flying in, it's like they treat it like a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
'cause it is,
and
yeah.
it has that scene where like everyone's
Everybody's
crowded
gathered
around.
around,
Like,
yeah.
come on, come on.
The one guy who's doing well. Everyone else has died. It's just
Did
all relying
you
on
guys
this
get
one
like the
guy.
last Starfighter vibe from that? Just like a little bit. Like I got that at the end when they pulled the total last Starfighter thing out. Which, by the way, they had another mining ship, like they did in the previous one.
What?
They had another mining ship. The big space battle in the first movie was in mining ships. In this one, the big space battle, they were in another mining ship. That was badass, but it was still a
I
mining
know they're
ship.
the same kind of ships. I didn't know they were mining ships.
Yeah, they were mining ships.
Okay.
But so they get attacked by the fleet of people who pay them to protect something that they wind up stealing.
And then somebody randomly saves them.
Yeah,
And he was an inch tall.
Well, first Star-Lord and Raccoon fight over who's the better pilot while they
Oh,
travel
right.
through
Oh yeah.
a quantum asteroid
It
field.
was player 1, player 2, player 1,
So,
player 2,
yeah,
player
and
1.
they're switching back and forth while they're talking shit to each other, which I'd have to say
That
is
is
kind of
a-
cool because they
also-
both managed to
Yeah.
pilot through
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
through the
yeah,
asteroid
yeah.
while
Kind
they're
of a
talking
design
shit to
flaw on the spaceship, though.
Yeah.
That the two controls just
Yeah.
go back and forth like
Yeah.
that.
No, but I was thinking like, who designed a ship that can just like switch back and forth? Like
between
there,
the-
there
yeah.
needs,
Well,
there needs to be a hierarchy.
Well, no, it's built because they're pirates and one of them might have to leave, so he switches it over. But they're assholes, so they keep switching it themselves so they can pilot the ship because it's a good thing. Yeah, we do. We're both the best pilot in the galaxy. Yeah. Which had a little Star Wars feel to it. There's so
a
many
little
other
Star
movies.
Wars.
I mean,
feel to
Guardians
it.
of the
Yeah.
Galaxy
Little
is,
Star Wars
is
feel to
essentially
it.
Marvel Star Wars.
It is
Yeah,
totally Marvel
yeah.
Star Wars. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
felt like
Yeah.
it was Centipede with all those little...
There was a little,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
a little centipede in there too.
Yeah.
I'm just in
Absolutely.
the arcade with the ball, swirling it around.
Centipede
trying to
and
get everybody.
Pac-Man and all that.
Yeah, so then they make it through the asteroid field, and the bad guy fleet has come around the asteroid field, which
They didn't see coming.
They went through
No, they
it to
did
get
not.
away from them, so they just went around. And they're surrounded. They're getting fucking the shit beat out of them. And this almost egg-shaped ship flies by.
Lady Gaga.
With homie on the top with two light fucking Wonder Woman light rails, but they're blue instead of yellow. Holding on, he just destroys them all. They jump away. They have a sweet crash landing where Gamora's holding Drax outside the ship.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he's bouncing off the
Right.
trees.
That was
Oh,
one
yeah.
of those dead.
Dead.
So dead.
Yeah.
Even
He
deader.
loved it.
The
And it was like,
deadest.
how is everybody so
She would have ripped her
strong?
arm off. Never gonna happen. Yeah.
Well, and it's almost backwards explained because once they meet up with Star-Lord's dad, he's like, "You're immortal. You won't die."
Well, but he is. But Gamora
He is.
wasn't.
But I was also
Gamora and
thinking,
Drax, not so
I was
much.
also thinking, you could backwards explain that because you'll come to find I'm a little I overcomplicate things. You could say they were protected too because he has that power and he doesn't know how to use it, and they're his friends and he cares about him, so
I
they
think that it was just a
slightly.
fantasy world. Nobody
Yeah,
ever gets
well, that
hurt.
too.
Yeah.
And her hair always looks fucking rad.
Yeah.
And those shoes, fuck off. Those were gorgeous, and there's no way you're running around in
Wait,
those
which
heels. Her heels, they had a whole.
Those
Oh,
feet have
yeah.
got to
All
be
the
killing it.
women
Loved them.
all the
All
women
the
have
time,
heels, yeah.
I loved them, but no.
And
Like,
I
that's
do
gonna
like-
get caught on something.
I do like that in this one, same as the last one, everybody proves why they're on the team, especially Rocket.
Yes.
Like Drax is
That,
like,
yeah, that's a good question.
Drax is like,
Why
I'm just
is-
gonna jump
yeah.
into this giant demon thing and just fucking go for it because I don't care. And when after they crashed on the planet, the Ravagers had been hired by the Sovereign to hunt them down, and they find them, and you see them closing in on the ship.
And then Rocket has laid a little trap for them.
yeah, and he's
So
like,
many
this-
awesome traps.
yeah,
So many
awesome
traps. So
traps.
many
Where'd he get all
awesome
those
traps.
syringes? What the shit was
Yeah,
that?
and I guess that's what he did as soon as they left to go be
Yeah.
with Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
He set everything up and he's like humming along, singing along this another 70s pop song. But he's up in the trees and he's singing along, so they'll think in there. So there's a trap with needles that tranquilizes everybody. There's a trap that throws everybody up in the air, and that's
And he
another.
keeps throwing
Yeah, it was
them
like a
up
trans-
It's
there.
like another video game thing. He's just throwing them up in the air, left and right.
And then you get that great shot from the bird's eye view in the forest
Yeah.
of the one group
Yeah,
being set up, then the other group being set up, then the other group being set up, and another group being set up.
and he and the audience in the theater are all laughing along 'cause it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, Kurt Russell shows up and goes, "Hey,
Hey,
I'm your dad."
I'm your dad, by the way. Yeah.
FYI, get on this egg with
And it was-
me and let's go check it out."
And I noticed, like, third time through, I noticed this, like, fun thing. She's like, if it turns out to be a bad thing, we'll just kill him. We'll just kill him, which is exactly what they did.
Yeah.
If he turns
That's
out to be
true.
evil, we'll just kill him. He turned out to be evil,
Yeah,
we just fucking killed him.
it's
Yeah.
like- yeah, basically, it's like pretty soon when you're there, it's like you're thinking like, okay, maybe Kurt Russell, he might be okay. It's kind of hard to tell, and then it's like ominous music.
Well, as soon as he starts talking about I found my own purpose, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
God
yeah,
damn
and then but like basically, Kurt Russell just with the writing, he really needed to work on his evil villain speech. Because like when he reached his evil villain speech, he was like, "Oh yeah, it really sucks. I had to kill your mom."
Yeah,
and then
he
it's
just
like,
drops that out of nowhere,
God
related to nothing.
Well, he says that because Star-Lord keeps saying, "Why didn't you come back? You love my mom so much," and he's like, "It's."
I liked that it was out of character. Like that.
I
You would
liked it
expect
as out of
some
character
big speech,
because-
and he's all bam, gave her a tumor.
It's all that set up because he says you have to start thinking about life differently because it's me and you and
We're
everybody
immortal.
else, and everybody else is fucking insignificant. But I really, really loved your mom. But I had this thing that I had to do, and it was take over the fucking galaxy.
And I
And
boned
it's
all
the-
kinds of other
There was
aliens.
no
Yeah.
logical reason he couldn't just not kill
Yeah,
her.
yeah,
and
just-
just continue
there
work.
was.
Well, I
He said
mean-
it because he actually loved her, but he thought his purpose in the
Well, and
galaxy
he said
was
if he
more
came
important.
back, he'd come back three
never,
times. If he came back a
Fourth,
fourth,
he never
would
would've
leave,
left.
So we had
Yeah.
to kill her. So
I
he
mean,
wouldn't
like,
be
that,
tempted
I
to
mean,
come
like,
back.
I get that, like, evil villain logic, but, like, good God, do you have any idea about how the human
mind
thing
works at
No,
all.
Yeah.
and
You're
that's
this.
the
You're,
thing.
he's millions of years old.
No.
Millions
It's
of
like
years
Spock's
old.
dad. Spock's dad doesn't get it.
He's been gathering logic and knowledge throughout the entire universe.
No,
for
he hasn't been
millions-
gathering logic and knowledge. He's been disappointed in every life form he's ever come
And
across.
really-
That's
But
why
he
he has
must
to
have
be the
been
only life
learned
form.
a lot about emotions and about.
No.
No, nothing, because he already saw himself as the top.
Humans were apparently the only ones. Because
Yeah.
everybody else he boned.
Oh,
All the
which
other-
which I like
Peter
how he had
was
the
the only one?
he had like the museum presentation just already set up. Like, this is what I did here. This is what I did there.
I made this.
and that's what I did there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made this.
And I made a being which I envisioned what life all across the universe would look like.
And I made myself look like Jim Morrison. Of course he's
Yeah.
gonna bone me.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know.
And I'm going to destroy all these life because I guess it
I should
has,
be the only thing. I was
That's an
disappointed.
expansion? How is
I
that
mean,
an
like-
expansion?
It was him becoming the universe. That's what it was. That's what
yeah,
his plan
yeah,
was.
I got that. It's like I sort of got this train of thought, but I thought like because every story has to have the universe
Yeah, well,
at
that's
stake
what I-
because God help us if we don't just
Yeah.
have a personal story.
Well, see, that's
At
what.
least there wasn't a giant light going into the sky in this
that
movie.
yeah,
There was
Well,
no
that's-
light
it
going
was a
into the
giant blob.
It was
That's
a
what I
giant
kind of.
blob.
That's what I kind of liked, that it was a universal threat that was set up in the beginning. Like I said, everything all along this whole movie, nothing's left. He's like, oh, in the beginning of the movie, he shows Star-Lord's mom, look at this plant, and it's going to grow all throughout the universe. And now, like, on the third time through, I'm like, there it is.
Yep. Bam.
It's right fucking there. It's going to be the whole universe. What about everybody else that's in the universe? Oh, fuck them. It's my plant. Yeah.
No, it's like
And
Collateral damage.
playing catch. I saw those other dads playing catch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah.
Playing catch
Yeah.
with what was that stuff? It was just little light energy.
It was him.
Yeah.
It was him using connected to the light.
If
Yeah.
you
Next
build
to
it,
what,
they
yeah.
will come.
Yeah,
Want to have a
yeah.
catch? Yeah, Kevin Costner. Let's do
Who
that.
doesn't want to have a catch with Kevin Costner?
Nobody doesn't want that.
Nobody doesn't want that.
Yeah, and meanwhile, while Star-Lord's getting to know his dad, we're with Yondu and we meet up with the Thank you. Thank you. We meet up with the rest of the Ravengers at some random bar, and he's just finished fucking 2 androids, which I thought was kind of interesting and kind of cool, because you're like, oh, they're kind of hot, and then it just turns that off.
Yeah, I like that she literally turned herself off.
He's like getting dressed, and she's like, done. And he kind of looks around, and he's like, fuck, this kind of sucks.
And then Stallone shows up.
Yeah,
Wasn't
Stallone shows up
expecting
out of
that.
What is
nowhere.
Sylvester Stallone doing in this
And
movie?
I loved him.
he had a
Yeah.
few free afternoons.
Yeah, he was great.
He was great, and I don't think
He was
I thought
great,
he
but he
was,
just
he
comes
was
out
only
of
there to
nowhere.
really
Yeah,
basically set up the next movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's there
yeah.
like I'm Sylvester Stallone.
And,
and
yeah,
I'm here
Especially
on-
when you see them all at the end, like with
Yeah.
like Bing
Yeah.
Rames and like some of the other ones.
Which is interesting because it would almost seem that so a little backtrack. Yondo's whole thing we find out is he's been expelled from the rest of the Ravengers. He has his own
For
sect
breaking the code.
because he broke the code that they don't deal in kids. But Kurt Russell, Star-Lord's dad, paid him very well to deliver all these. There's all this. There's so much story in this story, and it moves so fast. But it's done. It's almost perfectly told, except for some of the hard turns.
It makes sense. It still all makes
Yeah,
sense. In the end.
yeah.
I wasn't like, now what did he do?
Yeah, it's
No,
easy to
okay.
follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie is a hard A- for me.
There's a lot of details, but it doesn't really get going until like maybe an hour into the movie.
I'm gonna agree
Yeah.
In
with that.
terms of the actual like plot.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause, like the first hour, I'm like, well, where's this
It's just
going?
kind of fun, and you're like, okay, there's this new thing, there's this new thing.
We're
Oh,
just
there's
kind of goofing around.
there's
And,
that thing. It does what a good movie should. It does what a good mystery should do. In that you want to watch it again after it all gets revealed, because it's really cool how it all comes up. And like me, I saw it 3 times. I'm like, okay, there's that. Okay, there's that. Okay, yeah, they're talking about the first movie, and he did always do that. Why did he always do that? And why?
Sorry to interrupt.
This all explained. Lou got him. Thank you, man.
Hey, buddy, you guys see Guardians?
Yeah,
Every
we're
time.
podcasting about
Shit, no spoilers. What's empty?
No, we're in the spoiler section. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest.
Oh, he hasn't seen it.
Never mind. Oh, okay.
We just said Donald, our trusty bartender, bailed because he didn't want to get the movie ruined for him.
I thought he was going to join us, but he hasn't
Yeah,
seen
I
it.
thought we had a
No.
special guest of Don the Bartender, but no, guess not. All
And I
right.
will
so
say,
excited.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if the movie can be spoiled. It just won't be as much fun if somebody does. So I'm glad he left.
I would still enjoy it, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like you don't see any of this coming. There's no,
Yeah.
you're like, oh my
Yeah.
God, what Vader's his father? You don't get a what, Vader's his father.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came into this knowing that Kurt Russell was a giant planet, but it didn't really ruin anything.
And
for
I
me.
didn't, and it didn't. I was.
No, yeah, not
I
at all.
kind of saw that coming. So.
Yeah. So wait, where were we?
I remember Ego from the
Yeah.
cards
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
and
Ego's
realizing
Ego's the Marvel version of Mojo from the DC, the Green Lantern that's a planet, basically.
The
Yeah.
fact that his
Yeah.
name was
And
Ego,
then
I
so,
was
like,
all
yeah.
really,
Yeah.
really.
And so,
that's kind of
basically,
Ego the Living Planet.
yeah. So basically, Blue Merle, he gets mutinied.
He gets hired by the Sovereign to go
By
track down.
Taserface,
Yeah.
the greatest pirate in all
Yeah.
of the galaxy.
Yeah.
And then you looked in the mirror and you said,
Taserface.
Taserface.
Yeah.
What were the
Yeah.
other options? What's the second choice that you didn't go with?
Well,
What
even
did he say it was?
like even all that feeds into what happens later. That's why this movie's so great. Yeah, he's just like, oh, we're about to die. I'm just gonna fucking laugh and talk some shit. Oh wait, they're not gonna kill us because we're a bounty. So fuck you, Taserface. What was your second choice? Scrotum head.
Scrotum head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that Monty Python line where it's just like, now you can shut up. Or what? I'll have to give up being crucified in the afternoon. Life of Brian quote.
but that was a great sequence with Baby Groot when they're trying to get rescued.
Oh yeah, I saw.
That was one of the
And
best.
like,
Yeah.
it's like no one was awake.
Yeah.
There was no guards to see.
They were all passed
Baby-
out. They all agreed he was too adorable to kill, so they didn't care what he did.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about the escape. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
So yeah, like.
I had to make sure I enact the master plan before my age.
All right, never mind. We have avoided catastrophe. We're all good here. We almost spilled a drink, but everything is fine, so we can get back to the podcast.
So Yondu gets hired by the Sovereign to track down. Oh, actually, I already said that, so forgive me. So
Right,
they
he's held captive.
They
Yeah,
capture they mutiny, and they capture Groot, Rocket, and Nebula's with the Ravagers now. And there's a mutiny, and they're killing off their crew. And they decide that they gotta get out of there. And Yondu says, "We're gonna need your tree friend." Who there's a couple too many. Happens to just be on his own and be able to walk around. So they tell him, "Go to my bunk and get my prototype fin," which is what the actual character looks like from the comics with the fin. And they say, "Okay, go get it." Obviously, what you think is gonna happen happens. He goes and gets all kinds of different shit. My favorite was, that's a table. He dragged
That's a desk. That's a desk.
he dragged the table all the way across the ship, and like, that's a table. That's
And
then what
no
is it?
one saw it.
yeah.
And
We
also-
said it was this big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
give us a table. And my favorite one was when he just gives him a severed toe.
Yeah.
Could I just
happen to have a
you have a roof and you have full
Like,
of severed toes, dude.
Let's just forget this happened. Yeah. And then there's another callback. He comes back with an eye.
Yeah.
Look, leave the eye here because he's gonna wake up and he's not gonna know where it's at. I need that guy's leg. Yeah.
Yeah. I need this.
Like the one problem that with Blue Merle, he's like whistle darts thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
That has some big problems for
Yeah,
me, too.
it suffers from like my biggest pet peeve in movies. It's the shoot him,
Just shoot him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
All you-
yeah,
okay, it's
Yeah,
one
like-
thing
like-
for that to work with other people. These are the space pirates. They've seen him do the arrow trick a million fucking times.
And like it takes like a
All
good
you just
it
shoot
takes like a
him,
good like
and the
2
arrow will
seconds
stop,
for
yeah.
I think how it should have ended did this great
Yes,
thing where
yeah.
it's like going through everyone. It's like
And
there's
the last
that
one
one
shoots-
guy,
the last one shoots him,
guy,
yeah.
the last one
Yeah.
shoots. He's like,
Yeah. But well, see, that was one of my favorite scenes, and I'll have to say,
Yeah, it was a good scene.
as much fun
amazing.
as
Yeah,
much
that was
fun
great
as this movie is, it's one of the darkest Marvel movies so far.
Yeah, he
It is.
massacres
Because,
an
yeah,
entire
Mutiny?
crew.
Oh yeah, he just locks people, just throws them out into outer space, and
they're
we
not-
see them die.
Yeah, they're not-
very slowly in outer space. It is dark.
Yeah, they're not.
The way you
They're,
would probably really die.
Yeah, exactly.
They're nameless people, but they're not faceless people. They're not like all drones or robots. They're like the
We
actual
saw them.
crew.
We saw them right
Yeah.
now.
Also, one of them apparently
then when
was
he-
Rob Zombie.
Okay.
I would believe that.
There
One
was-
of them was
there was
Cheddar
one
Bob
guy-
from 8 Mile.
Yeah.
There was one guy from Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, really?
He was the one that was.
I know who you're talking about,
they
yeah.
Lingered on.
Oh,
for a
yeah.
while.
The one that they killed, and then we
Yeah.
saw everybody else
Yeah.
behind him.
The-
Oh, I
the
didn't
the
realize
one that
that.
had the most lines.
Oh, that
You didn't get a
yeah.
name. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes sense too.
It's like, we're gonna build you up so we can kill you and have
Yeah.
sympathy for you.
Yeah, and it was like even the like sidekick guy from the first movie, who happens to be James Gunn's brother and who did the mocap for Rocket.
And who's in Gilmore Girls?
I haven't seen that show, but I've heard that. He was like, we have to stop this because I said that shit on the planet that caused a mutiny, and all my fucking friends are dead. Fuck this. Yeah, it was. Oh.
It wasn't just. I would have eaten the melted remains, but.
So where are we?
So yeah, the mutiny, they like they get free, they kill all the crew and escape, and then Kurt Russell wants to rebuild the world in his image,
The universe,
and
yeah.
the universe in his image, and really sucks at breaking it to his son.
Yeah,
So,
that was one of the better scenes because you're on both sides. You're like, okay, this is really fucked up. I understand how he could be buying in this. I understand the logic of it a little bit. And then he says, I had to give your mother when I put that tumor in her head. And at this point, Star-Lord is fucking drinking the Kool-Aid. His eyes have that universe inside them. I understand, Father. This is really great. And all of a sudden, his head comes down.
He finds out
His,
the reason his mother died, and that's all that matters now.
Yeah, his
That's
eyes go.
all
His
that
eyes
matters
like,
is he knows who killed his father, he knows who killed his mother,
his
and
father
he
killed
immediately
his mother,
takes
yeah.
out his guns and
starts
shoots
shooting.
and starts shooting.
Immediately.
Yeah, his eyes go back to normal.
No
He fucking
hesitation
starts
at
shooting
all.
him to
No.
blast him
And my
away.
first thought was, oh, but that's
Which of these
oh, fuck
are
that. Your
in
mom
episodes?
took
Yeah,
care of
yeah.
you your entire life.
Yeah, and in the meantime, before that, Nebula shows up and tries to kill Gamora and has her tiny little bit of left turn thing, which is
I thought that was very underdeveloped.
yeah.
yeah. That's
yeah,
why I say that's why I say there's a lot of story in this story, and there's a couple left turns, but it's done in a way that you're kind of okay with it once you take a step back and realize most of these characters, most of their lives have
It
just
felt
been
like that
fighting
was-
to survive, been fighting for the next
It
day.
kind of felt like James Gunn just realized, oh wait, I didn't resolve that conflict in the first movie. I have to resolve that now.
Yeah,
in the second
that's a
movie.
good way of putting it.
Yeah.
But
There
he
was
did
just
it- he
this
did it-
conflict
he
between these
did
two
it so
sisters.
well, yeah.
They didn't say why, and it was like, oh wait, no, second movie. Okay, gotta skip it.
Yeah, so then we're up to, we have big battle at the end. They know they have to, like Gamora said, if he turns out to be an asshole, we'll just kill him.
Yeah.
That's what we got to do. So, and once again, everybody's everybody's point of being on a team comes into play again.
Much more social.
A little less so because it's more Star-Lord fighting his father to distract him so they can plant the bomb and everything. And we have that scene from the trailer with, go over how we arm the bomb.
Yeah.
I am Groot.
Yeah.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
No!
No.
No!
Oh, I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot.
No!
I am Groot.
And then
I am Groot. I am Groot.
And then it turns out that Star-Lord uses his heart.
Uses his heart. I don't control the arrow with my heart. I control it with my heart. Yeah.
No, not with my head, with my heart.
Yeah.
And then
And then we have, I'd have to say, one of the best lines in the movie. Kurt Russell's reactivated his plants growing all over the planets, all over the universe thing. And Star-Lord hears I don't control the arrow with my head, I control it with my heart. And Star-Lord kind of realizes and breaks free, and they're arguing a little bit, and he says, you get the hero moment, he says, you shouldn't have killed my mom and broke my Walkman. And then all fucking hell breaks loose.
Yeah, and
Squished
then
my Walkman.
and then it turns out that Blue Merle was Star-Lord's real dad.
Was his real dad,
Yeah.
And that's why he didn't deliver him in the first movie to him because he knew what happened to the kids. They all died.
Yeah.
That's the big secret. That's the big reveal. Yeah.
Which you can see that coming.
You can see it a little bit
Yeah.
because of Mantis. Yeah, it's we've kind of lost the plot, but basically at the end, the Sovereign shows up to fight them, and they're in a sweet mining ship, and we have an actual fucking Last Starfighter moment.
Yeah.
Total Last Starfighter moment.
And then-
It's great.
yeah, and then-
By last Starfighter moment, we mean that all of the
We have the Death Blossom from the Last Starfighter in the form of lasers that travel all over the mining ship, and like I said, the climax of the movie is them fighting inside of a mining ship again, which is really cool. I like that. I guess the blue collar construction thing, heavy duty equipment's the best way to fight in outer space.
Those construction workers had no personal politics.
Yeah. They just get the job done. They don't give a fuck. Yeah.
The average stormtrooper doesn't know how to lay drainage pipe. Sorry.
Yeah, and then we have the nice. And actually, this is the first Marvel movie where a major character is dead and they're not coming back. Because Yondu sacrifices himself.
Yeah.
Again, from stuff that we've seen earlier in the movie and stuff that's set up. I have one rocket pack left and one spacesuit left. And everybody's evacuating the planet as they're blowing it up. And Yondu grabs Star-Lord and saves him, puts a suit on him.
And you know that's going to happen.
And you know it's going to happen.
It looks like bubble wrap, am I right?
Yeah,
Totally
total bubble wrap.
Totally.
But I thought he was dead when they shot him in the head in his mohawk thing. I thought they'd killed him.
No,
I
And
thought
was
so
like,
too.
oh my god!
Honestly, yeah, I did too. I totally thought they
And I
killed
thought it was
him.
his dead body strapped
You
there.
saw,
until they-
you saw the thing go off, and you saw the inside of his fucking brain.
And then he's sitting there, them strapped in, but he's
Or,
not
like,
doing
yeah,
anything.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
And then
I
saw him
wasn't
breathing, and
wasn't
I was
quite sure.
oh,
Like,
he's dead?
yeah, I didn't
Well, I
really
think that's
quite
the
see
apparatus
Gray.
to control the arrow.
Yeah.
And that's what they
Right.
blew off. And the fin is a better one. Yeah. That's why I kept saying it's a prototype fin. It's this, it's that. Yeah. But
Oh yeah,
And then he gets Blue Merle Blue Merle gets the Viking funeral he always wanted.
and
Yeah.
and he finally gets accepted
There's a lot
by
of- there's
Sylvester Stallone, and
and there's a really fun, and this is a little off the rails scene, which is a little bit too much for me. When they break free of the Ravengers and they do the 700 jumps and they're all doing the distorted face thing. That was a little much, but it was worth it because this movie establishes that Stan Lee is in league with the Watchers.
With the Watchers, yeah.
With the Watchers, yeah.
Which has been a theory that's been been on the internet for a while now.
And he even says, "And that time I was a FedEx delivery guy."
Yeah,
Which is what he was
Yeah.
involved in Civil War.
No, which is what he was, in Civil War.
Civil War, yeah. It was finally confirming the internet theory that Stan Lee is actually playing Watu the Watcher.
No, he's over them. He's something else because he's not a Watcher. He's
No,
either above or just below them because he's like, "Where are you guys going?" One of the final end credit scene, because there are 5 of them, is Stan Lee talking with the Watchers, and they just walk away, and he's like, "Huh, you guys are my ride home. How the fuck am I supposed to
I
get
have
there
so
now?"
many more stories. to
Yeah.
tell. And they're like, even though those guys have all the time in the world,
Yeah.
in the universe, and they're all, fuck this. I
Yeah,
gotta
fuck
go.
this. I'm tired of listening to this guy's
Later.
stories. Yeah. And the 5 end credit scenes.
God, but they're fine.
There were 5
wait
of them.
now.
Yeah.
Teenage Groot.
Teenage Groot was a good one.
I
yeah.
am
Oh, and did you
I
notice?
am
So sarcastic.
And did you notice that Star-Lord understood Teenage Groot because he understood Groot because he never has before.
Yeah.
He knew exactly what he was saying. I am Groot. Don't talk. I'm not boring.
Right.
Boring.
I
am.
Groot. I am Groot.
And then the other one
I'm
was
Groot.
was the Golden Woman.
Yeah, the
was that
creating
Adam Warlock?
Adam Warlock. Yeah,
Adam Warlock, yeah.
Yeah, I don't
And
know
also
who that
we
is or
have-
what that's about. I thought it was
also-
like
He's
Also, we
the,
had,
he's the last Infinity Gem. He lives inside of it, and he is the Soul Stone. In the comics, I got to say that in the comics, so he
He's
probably
a big,
will be. But
powerful
yeah,
god.
And also we have the introduction of like what I think is the villain from Thor Ragnarok. Yeah,
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum.
And also
has-
Kate Blanchett as Hela.
I miss Kate Blanchett.
Where
I
was
saw
she?
Jeff Goldblum.
Wait, you didn't? Kate. No, not in the cutscene, but in the actual movie.
Where was she at?
Yeah, she was at the Viking funeral.
Kate
And
Blanchett?
yeah, Kate.
No, that was Michelle Yeoh.
I'm pretty sure that was
No,
Kate.
wait,
No.
where was she? Say it.
It was
Describe the scene.
it was at the like the Viking funeral when they have fireworks,
Uh-huh.
and there's like all
Cuts all the different people.
Yeah.
people. She was one of the Ravagers.
No, she wasn't. No, that was Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah, I think
It was with the three girls, and she did it. She said something first, and then they did it. No, that was Michelle
There
Yeoh.
was no Kate Blanchett in it.
Yeah, no.
I thought that the main Golden Girl was Tilda Swinton. That's what she sounded like.
No, it's not.
That was
No.
not Tilda Swinton.
No.
But there was a little circular shot of Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. He was
catch
like,
that?
Jeff
yeah,
Goldblum was in
yeah.
there for a brief
He was on
second.
one of the circular shots.
Yeah.
It was like doing like the little
In the
dance. I think
credits.
it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But they when they were jumping all over the place, they kind of set that up too because they showed two people fighting, and they stopped as the ship flew over. I think that might be like for Thor Ragnarok, the planet. But Adam and I were talking about this while we were waiting for a ride. There's something I noticed the second time I saw it, a little bit the first time. The movie starts out in 1980, and then it says 34 years ago.
Yeah.
34 years later.
Which,
Which is
when you
3
do
years
the
ago.
math-
It's
Right.
3 years ago. So how come in none of the like other Marvel movies have they said, I guess we're in problems? How come they didn't say anything about this huge giant mass, blue mass growing all over the planet?
You'd think someone would have noticed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
And
like-
I think even by 2014, nobody's using a fucking Zoom. Come on.
No, well,
Nobody's using
Nobody
a
is
Zoom.
no, he
doing
he picks
That
it up
was-
because it's old Earth technology that,
That was
made it into space. Yeah.
2009, 2010.
Well, that was like a gimme MacGuffin.
The MacGuffin.
Captain picked this up for you. It's what everybody on Earth listening to. It's got 300 songs. I'm like, 300 songs? So now I'm like 300 songs. We're hitting up the 80s and 90s. We're gonna get the best of the 80s and 90s
We're gonna get some
songs.
straight out of Compton shit.
Oh
in the next
yeah.
Ice Cube's gonna make a cameo because he's fucking rad.
No, that would be sweet.
Do we think the Zune is gonna like become popular again, like the Walkman did after the first
It's a
one?
possibility.
I'm gonna say
I
negative.
found my old Walkman.
See, a Walkman's
I still have a
cool, that's
VCR.
kitschy.
Yeah.
But like,
a Zune, I don't see them making
A
a comeback.
Zune-
like
is-
even an iPod is still
Yeah.
fuck this.
Oh yeah, even an iPod is, yeah.
Yeah, I've got my Walkman, man. When like tapes had sides and shit, like
Yeah, I
you put
still
a
have-
CD
I
on, you're
still
like, when do I turn over when I'm laying out? I
Yeah.
don't know.
I still have cassettes. I still have a working VCR.
You know what I never had? 8-track.
I had a car with an 8-track player.
Oh.
With an 8-track player and a Beatles. I think Abbey Road stuck in it. So
Random.
everywhere we went, we listened to Abbey Road.
I don't know if anybody can explain this to us. People talk about classic Nintendo. They're talking about Nintendo 64.
Yeah, I know.
Are they unaware that there was a Nintendo called Nintendo?
And there was a Super Nintendo before.
And
There
that
were two
I
systems
have,
before that.
like, there's the original,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you got Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt, like, 1988.
I told you to listen. I told you to listen for the sound effects. That was fucking
Oh,
great,
yeah?
wasn't it? Yeah.
Because I had that Nintendo and my Atari, and that's
Oh
all.
yeah.
I'm gonna hit the head, and then we'll come back with rewrites if there are any.
Yeah, sounds good.
Because I have
think
minor
we're the
ones.
same.
Do we wanna pause it or?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, pause it.
Okay, we're going. We're back for part 3, the rewrites. I'm gonna go last because I like to go last. Who wants to go first? You got a rewrite of the movie?
The general.
Even if it's just a general run, or if you don't, it's fine.
Well,
Like, what would have made the movie better for you?
For me, I liked, but also had problems with the fact that the first half of the movie seemed kind of aimless.
Yeah.
But I kind of liked that as well. And I think maybe it could have benefited from a little tightening up here and there. Maybe some of the tonal stuff, balancing between the comedy and the drama. That's kind of like
a little more ease into those left turns.
Yeah.
Instead of just wham, what? Yeah.
And, so I guess that's mainly what I was thinking. But.
All right. Okay, so my rewrite, I would have nixed the whole Kurt Russell is going and the plant that's going to destroy the universe thing. My intro would be Blue Merle and young Star-Lord. And so you actually see...
Like a flashback?
You actually see Blue Merle just like teaching Star-Lord or Chris Pratt or Peter Quinn, whatever.
Peter Quill turning into a pirate?
Like teaching him what's what. And like you can have a little scene where it's like he looks at a report or something, like someone whispers. It's like he's going to give him to Kurt Russell, and then someone like whispers something into his ear, and then he's just like processes it and just like turn left, and we have that moment, and like I did like. There was that brief moment where you had the scene where he's teaching Star-Lord how to shoot. That could have been a whole. That could have been a cool scene.
Yeah, that's true. They could have developed that a little bit more.
And you know what? I'm calling it now. That was a deleted scene.
Yeah.
All right.
It was at the beginning of the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe not at the beginning of the movie, but I think that was a deleted scene.
Actually, you know where that would have fit perfectly?
Yeah.
Is right before he's done having sex with the robots.
Could be.
Or when he's just kind of standing there looking out, you flash to that scene.
And and like then it would kind of start like pretty much the same way it did, and then then we have the Star-Lord "I'm your dad" moment, but basically the whole conflict is going to be like the Kurt Russell. He's going to try to pitch himself as this benevolent tyrant of this world.
Oh, so they're saving that planet from him, not saving the universe from him?
Yeah. And so it's like he's like, hey, I can control. It's like I can control everything.
Is he still?
And like everyone's like. It's like everyone's like sort of like mind wiped, but totally happy at the same time, and so like, but then like, and there's no dancing, and so no dancing in the world.
No dancing.
and so it's like the whole like they had this whole fight where it's like where Kurt Russell is like. And it's like no, we need to be able to. People need to be able to dance.
Which
in
is
this
actually
world.
great because that's a whole '80s thing. So it's like Footloose in space.
Yeah, but it's like, and then basically they have this whole fight, a similar sort of fight, but it's like we need to get all the citizens of Kurt Russell World off of Kurt Russell World.
Okay.
So that's whole like we evacuate the people, and the golden people who come in to kill everyone. They can visit like, hey, there's all these people, get them out. And so,
how good would it look for the Sovereign if you saved the whole planet of people instead of killing them?
And so. And then like the whole like Merle as the whole like Merle being
Star-Lord's dad,
like that's like kind of like all played up, and like we have the same beats with like the one spacesuit.
Oh, okay.
But you know what? Honestly, I've been going back and forth about whether I do this or not. But you know what? Since it's a rewrite, screw it. I'll do this. They make the Guardians of the Galaxy make their own version of the funeral that Merle wanted. it's like
They do it for him?
Yeah, they do it for him. Like they do like the fireworks.
Okay.
On their own.
So do they tell everybody why he broke the code and everything? So
I mean, it's like
you don't get them. I mean, he doesn't actually get it because he's dead.
Yeah,
it's for the audience to see that.
it's
Oh, he
for
was
the-
actually
yeah.
he was a pirate with a heart of gold.
Yeah, but it's like it's like they. I think like because like it was great imagery.
So you still kill him because, like I said, he's the only Marvel character that's dead and
Yeah.
is gonna stay dead.
Yeah, but that's so like
you count
basically.
Logan.
Basically,
In the Marvel proper universe.
that's my rewrite.
That's cool. You got anything, Adam?
Yeah. I want to see Thanos in this movie. We are building up to the Avengers Age of
Infinity War.
to the Avengers Infinity Wars. We all know Thanos is going to be the big bad guy. I want to see him. I want to see him be a threat. I want to see him be more than the Guardians of the Galaxy can handle. I don't necessarily want to see him fight the Guardians of the Galaxy. Just come very, very close to it and escaping. We get some little backstory with Nebula and what's the green girl's name? Gamora. Nebula and Gamora's little back about what a totally shitty father he was. But that just wasn't enough because he's going to be, we all know he's going to be the bad guy. I want to see him. I just want to see him do something fucking evil. I want to see him, I want to see him appear. I wanted him in the movie. That was like the one disappointment.
So what, like you'd want to see, like keep the movie the same, but there's this side mission where Nebula goes after him and then Gamora saves her or some shit like that?
Maybe I think I actually have Thanos kill Nebula. Have him like see what an evil fucking bastard he is. Something to show that this is someone who should not be trifled with, and if he is given absolute power, which spoiler alerts, he's going to be giving.
Yeah.
What a catastrophe it'll be. Something to very subtly explain his plans. Not necessarily explain his plan, but maybe using a metaphor, using an old story, whatever, to kind of get into what, who this Thanos guy is and what his part and what he thinks his part is in the universe is.
Well, that's brown. Yes, no, but that's because the piping is bad. It's gross.
It kind of throws my rewrite off a little bit. I don't have much. Mine would probably make this like a 2.5, maybe 3 hour movie, and I flesh out things a little bit more. Like I take Steven's the movie starts the same. We go into that plant, but instead of 34 years later, we do 15 years later, and we have like the. No, we pick up right where the first movie.
Also, we cut out Sylvester Stallone in my rewrites.
Oh God,
he served no purpose at all. There was no reason to have Sylvester Stallone show up in that.
For me, he's slight setup for the Infinity War, where now the Ravagers are back in full force and they'll work for anybody because he's like, let's go steal some shit. And I was kind of like, yeah, let's go fucking steal some shit. I want to follow you guys on a fucking adventure.
I don't think I realized that he was exiled. Is that established in the first one, or I just don't remember it?
No,
it's not.
It's just
Okay.
it's in this one.
I was all, exiled, really? All right. Not that they needed Stallone to get that across, but
Yeah, you broke the code. We don't deal in children, which is an understandable honor among thieves because that's kind of fucked up, stealing kids.
Right.
But I'd start with, we go into that plant, and then we do like a little flashback of him getting picked up, and then like Steven said, like the report or him realizing what's happening to all his kids and deciding I'm not going to do this anymore. I've made enough money. We're this, and he steals them. Then a little bit of like montage through Star-Lord growing up. Then we cut to the beginning of the movie where like our dancing montage is him always listening to his Walkman. It's the same old song throughout the years, that like build up emotion and comfort tie to his mom. I'd probably keep the back end of the movie pretty much the same. Yeah, actually, I would just add that in there and make it a little bit longer so you as the audience can see what they're setting up, but make Michael Rooker a complete fucking asshole. Always talking about eating him. Only reason he's around is because he's tiny and they're training him to be a pirate, like go on jobs and shit like that. Keep the rest of it the same so when it comes back at the end, there's more of an emotional punch. Because normally for me, shit like that makes me cry in movies, like the self-sacrifice and all that, but it just didn't in this movie. I was kind of like, I knew this was going to happen. It was kind of cool. Even when I see it coming in most other movies, it still gets me. And this one, I was kind of like, I was more jazzed that they actually killed somebody and they're going to be dead. Like for me, I was having the feeling that, oh no, he still has some of that power because he's actually genetically that super being, so he can bring him back to life. And they didn't do that, and that was really cool.
At least not yet.
Yeah, I don't have much of a rewrite. Just like flesh things out a little bit more, and take away some of like the coincidence, like Gamora and Nebula fight, and they happen to find all the bones.
Right.
That's exactly where she went. You know, that kind of thing.
I liked that their relationship wasn't fully like, I saved you, we love each other now, but it wasn't fully like, fuck you and I this mean it was there was enough reconciliation there that they still don't like each other, or at least Nebula doesn't like Gamora, but she's like, you're not my fucking problem anymore. I gotta go kill Dad.
I'm gonna go kill Dad, who wasn't really my dad. He, as far as I know from the comics, he was the kind of, I'm gonna kill everybody on this planet, and the last one to survive, that's who's gonna get to come with me. Get to come with me and be tortured for all eternity? Yeah. Does anybody have anything else to add? I know you do, because we talked about it before we came.
Oh, it's nothing at all. But apparently, there are like 5 different after show. What do you call them?
No, the cuts. No, not that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the pop star that's in this movie. That's
what I'm getting to.
Okay.
There are like 5 different after show. Stingers. One of them is with Sylvester Stallone with a ragtag group of unidentified aliens. Turns out those are the original Guardians of the Galaxy. Like from like the actual comic book, those are the original ones. One of whom is voiced by Miley Cyrus. And I so fucking hope that they do not get their own movie.
No, I want them to get their own movie or their own sequence in a movie, because they're perfectly set up for the Infinity War to be working for Thanos to go steal the stones. Because all of the Ravager factions united working towards the common goal would be the perfect people to hire. Instead of having to do it himself, because he doesn't do that. He's a fucking god.
Yeah.
Here's some money. Go get my shit. But the one that was Miley Cyrus was the crystal one.
The one that looked
like the one that had the most lines. The one that looked kind of like Iceman. And do you guys want to call it? We're done with Some Guy and John for this one.
Some Guy and John for this week, episode number 32. Thank you guys for joining in. Jake, if you listen this far, I salute you.
Back to your cat videos and conspiracies.